Well guys, if you're watching this video, it's probably the year 2024. You're trying to figure out if World War Z is worth downloading, buying, etc. Well, within the last 24 hours, we've had a brand new update. And to put this into perspective, this game, World War Z, came out in 2019. It is now 2024, 5 years later, and we are still getting updates for this game. This is a baby to Saber Interactive, the developers. This game keeps getting updates and just never dies. If you didn't know, World War Z is the same developers as Space Marine 2. Just know that this game was made with a lot of love and dedication. Besides that, let's talk about this new update that just dropped today, because for those who have already played the game, may be wondering if this update is worth your time to get back into the game. So let me give you a quick recap of what's new. First things first, they added the Arizona map to the Horde Mode XL Challenge Mode. On top of that, they added a new Challenge Mode Extinction where the zombies are harder, more fierce, more of them, and you only have one incapacitation until you officially go out, and you can't respawn off of a timer, only on checkpoints. They also added new mutators for challenge mode. They also added a new Golden Bloom Weapons Skin Pack DLC. Outside of that, they didn't add any new content in terms of characters or character skins, new missions, new maps, etc. Basically just a new mode and a few little bells and whistles here and there. However, with this new Extinction Challenge mode, you have new rewards that never existed before. We now have heavy weapon skins, and they actually look pretty good. We have one for the 50 cal, 2 for like the 4-shot rocket launcher, and 3 for the chainsaw. Now these are some really nice skins, and to be able to get them, you need to complete 3 maps of the challenge difficulty for that week. It's a weekly challenge. On top of that, you're going to get 1,000 gold coins and 350 blue coins. Now, that's the update in a nutshell for today that just dropped yesterday. Now the question remains though is, if you've never bought the game, you've never played the game, is this game worth your time? Well, right away the price tag is very fair in my opinion, and there's a lot of content, especially starting out for the first time. Just like any other co-op shooter, the main point is to level up your character, which in the case this game is leveling up your class so that you get more perks to be stronger, as well as leveling up your weapons so that you can get different skins as well as different attachments to make it do more damage. Now the replayability comes in playing through all of the missions over and over on different difficulties until you get all the way until the max. Of course, once you do that, you might feel fulfilled and stop playing the game, and that's totally fine, that's normal. But they also have a Horde mode, which is endless, on multiple maps, not just one. They also have a PvP mode, which I'm told still has active players. I never really got into the PvP. It wasn't something I really liked, but it is an option and it is there. Now, there's a good chance that you picked this game up back in, what was it, 2020 or 2021, when the game was free on Epic Games. There's a really good chance of that. Or there's also a chance that you never even heard of this game because it was an Epic exclusive way back in the day when Epic first came around. Of course, 1 year after that, the exclusivity ended and it went to Steam, and based off of my knowledge, the Steam charts just weren't that high. But to be fair, the game was very, very popular. It sold over 1 million units in the first week back in 2019. So, is this a good zombie shooter in the year 2024? Does it hold up? Well, we already know it's outlasted Back 4 Blood. When it comes to players, we know that World War Z had more players than Back 4 Blood. Now, the one thing I don't like in comparison to those two things is that at least in Back 4 Blood, you can actually aim down the sights, versus World War Z is third person, while also having the opportunity to be first person as long as you have the correct Aftermath DLC. But it's not true first person, it's just more of a first person view, but you can't aim down the sights of your gun. It just kind of partially zooms in, but you still have the crosshair. That kind of sucks. I think a huge quality of life would be able to actually aim down the sights and use these reticules and use these sights like these holographics, red dots, etc. Now, if you are using a sniper, which there's only like, what, 2 of them, 3 of them, there is the option to actually use the sniper scope, which is nice, but that's about it. So in comparison to current day zombie games, this is definitely one of the best co-op zombie games. It is fairly cheap. So as a new player, I definitely recommend getting this game, but at this point in time, the game goes on sale frequently, so you might as well just wait for that, since it's clearly obvious that you're not dying to play this game since you haven't already, and it's been 5 years. Now, if you're a person who owns the game and already has it downloaded, I say this is totally worth getting back in and playing the recent update. Now, if you're kind of like me, or should I say more like my friends who currently don't have it downloaded, I don't think it's something they need to go out of their way to download. with there not being any new maps, new characters, new weapons, there's just not a whole lot of reason to really get back into the game. I find that nowadays, since the game is so old now, that we really don't care too much about it until they actually add full, complete new content, like new missions, new storyline, new horde maps, new weapons, new characters. As we know, they've been kind of dropping that stuff out like once a year. They haven't given us a roadmap since like 2021, so it's been a minute. It's been a couple years now, and I don't imagine we will get another roadmap, and that's totally fine. The fact that we're even getting updates for this game is miraculous in itself, and I will gladly take it. So I want to ask you guys quickly here is, do you think the update's worth it? For someone who owns the game, do you think it's worth it? And for someone who doesn't own the game, do you think this game is worth picking up? I'll answer both of those and say I think it's 100% worth getting, especially if you have friends. But even though solo play is pretty good, they have made the bots a lot better. You can actually interact and use items and heal you, revive you, shoot back, and complete objectives, which I think is really nice. Outside of like picking things up in terms of like objective items, but when it comes to like defending and things like that, they will help you. As for the latest update, if you have the game already installed, then I don't know what else you could be possibly doing other than playing this game, because we all know it's a good game. Now, if you're like me and like zombie games, and you want to know some upcoming future ones that look really good, actual good legit games that aren't scams like the day before, check out this video right here down below in the pin section, or this little pop-up in the top right corner. Click that and enjoy a new zombie experience. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit that like button on the way out if you like zombie games or just appreciated this input, this review for World War Z in 2024. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy these little clips, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Check it out. Here they come!